HolyLand Lark M1 microphone, that is this one right over here. Opening it, and inside we switching to 800. Well, my last video where I went to an autonomous line falling competition sounded something like this. All the line falling events, and it has come to an end. It was an amazing experience at Edge. Not the most pleasing audio to the ears, right? So I had to do something about it, and hence I bought this. This is the HolyLand Lark M1 wireless microphone system, which comes in a pack of 3, 2 transmitters and 1 receivers, and that is the exact setup that I'm using currently to record this video with my phone. I have switched on to the noise cancellation mode. There are 2 modes of this, we'll come to that later, but I chose this because I saw FPV Vegan use this exact setup, and in my opinion, the generic microphone systems that comes in the market at a cheaper price point, which my friend Rick was using before. So this is a quick audio test with the microphone setup that my friend Rick uses. This is a generic microphone setup which has 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. The receiver is currently plugged into my phone, and this is the kind of audio output that we get. Now quickly I'll be switching on to the HolyLand Lark M1 microphone, that is this one right over here, and let's check what its quality is like as compared to this one. So this is how the audio sounds from the HolyLand Lark M1 wireless lavalier microphone system. Currently this is in the normal mode. I haven't put on the dead cat over it, or I haven't switched to the noise cancellation mode. I'll be switching to the noise cancellation mode in 3, 2, 1. So now the audio that you're hearing is through the noise cancellation mode of this particular microphone. Hope it sounds a little bit better. I believe it's a bit of an upgrade as compared to the generic microphone setup. And yeah, this was a quick comparison between the two. We are using a lot of radio controlled equipment, right? So this emits a whopping 1000 milliwatts of output power in the operational frequency of 2.4 gigahertz, which is the exact same as that of the transmission frequency of this transmitter and the receiver attached to my camera. So when I switch it on, the transmission should get interrupted, but because I saw a few creators using this setup, I thought why not give it a go and check it by myself, and if it works I'll keep it. If it doesn't work also I'll keep it, but I'll not be able to use it for shoots when I'm using my transmitter or goggles, and when I'm using my drone, because this also has a transmitter in it, the video transmitter, that is VTX, which emits a whopping 800 milliwatt of power, although that gets emitted in the frequency range of 5.8 gigahertz, which is not in the operational frequency of this particular microphone's transmitter and receiver. We'll check it out. We'll have a quick look at the box components. So before that, let's head back to the unboxing video of this particular setup and check out what comes in the box. Let's get started. So here is the box pack in which we received the parcel from Amazon. Let me just quickly unbox it real quick. And inside the box package, of course, we have got the packaging for the HolyLand Lark M1 wireless lavalier microphone system. We have a few details written on top of the box and on the back side of it as well. Quickly unboxing it, and we get a nice gray colored cloth textured hard carrying case with the labeling of HolyLand on it. Alright, and that is pretty much it for the box contents. Quickly opening it, and inside we of course have the wireless case for the microphone system, which charges up these microphones and the receivers and transmitters. This is the dead cat, which basically prevents wind noises and sounds from the microphone in case of a windy environment. Next we have got a few sets of cables. This is the TRRS to TRS cable, which is being used for mobile phone applications, having an audio input, the 3.5mm audio input jacks. Next we have a TRS to TRS cable for being used in professional DSLR and mirrorless cameras. Okay, we have 2 more cables. Just open it real quick. Alright, so this is the TRS to lightning cable, which will be used by iPhone models, which is older than the iPhone 15, because the previous iPhone models was using the standard lightning connection. And this is, I believe, the TRS to USB-C cable. Yeah, so this is being used by most Android phones and iPhones too that are older generation than the iPhone 14 series. Next we have this particular USB-C to normal USB cable for charging this entire setup up, and there is a quick start guide. This is the particular case that I was talking about. This is the main component. Just quickly unwrap it and let's check what's inside. Alright, so this is the case. Feels quite good actually. The texture gives a quite premium feel, along with the weight. It has got a weight to it, which also add to its premium texture. The hinge is actually quite solid. We have a battery indication in front, and yeah, this is one of the transmitters. there are two transmitters and one receivers. I have taken those two out, and the middle one is the receiver. So yeah, this is the receiver, and those two indication LEDs indicate that both the transmitters are now paired up with this particular receiver. So all are solid blue in color. Now there are probes inside this particular case which helps these transmitting and receiving units to get charged on the go. We do not have to charge them separately. Just plug in the USB-C to the case and we are pretty much good to go. Alright, so that was my first impressions and unboxing of the HolyLand Lark M1 wireless lavalier microphone system. Now let us test the two modes that are available in order to record audio with this particular setup. Number one, we have the noise cancellation mode, which you guys were hearing right now in the video, and that is being indicated by this green colored LED light. I hope it's visible in the camera. And now I'll be switching to the normal mode without noise cancellation, so it should sound a bit more natural. However, the ambient noise would be recorded if we are in a noise environment. So let's switch it to the normal mode. So now you can see that this indication LED is blue in color, which indicates that we are out of the noise cancellation mode and in the normal mode of recording. I hope that ambient noise is currently being recorded, and although the ambient noise is being captured, in my opinion this audio sounds a bit more natural and something I would prefer to use in my videos. And then in the post-production process I would like to eliminate the noise by applying some quality effects in DaVinci Resolve or in Premiere Pro, whichever software you guys prefer to use. I use DaVinci Resolve for that. And yeah, this is how the microphone sounds, and I have currently put on the dead cat over it, which makes no sense right now because I'm in a controlled environment. If I remove it, this is how the audio sounds when I put my mouth very close to the microphone without the noise cancellation. And let me just quickly switch to the noise cancellation mode back again to help you guys determine which sounds best. Alright, so now it's in the noise cancellation mode. Hopefully the ambient noise is reduced significantly, and hopefully you guys can tell the difference. The noise should sound a bit more computerized, a bit more robotic, but yeah, that helps in eliminating the ambience noise. And if we are in the go, if we're in a hurry, we can't do a lot of post processing, we have to edit via our mobile phone, or we have to do quick edits, I guess this feature is quite handy. Now comes the real question. Will it be able to survive the whopping 1000 milliwatts of interference that will be emitted from this particular radio? So let's check it out. I am switching on my radio. It's totally an uncut video. It says welcome to HTX acro mode. So right now the radio is on, and let me just quickly see in the express LRS setting what is the particular output power that it is currently configured with. So it says that the transmission power is 500 milliwatt. Not sure if the camera is focusing on it right now, but the transmission power is 500 milliwatts. I'm not sure what kind of audio is being recorded, or if at all it is being recorded or not. Let me just quickly switch on to the 1000 milliwatt power range. Alright, so now the maximum power that is being configured with is 1000 milliwatt, a whopping 1000 milliwatt. The maximum supported power for this piece of hardware, the Radio Master Boxer Crush. And if this doesn't interfere with this current setup, I would call that a big win for this particular microphone transmission system. And now let's switch on our drone to see if the interference increases, decreases, or stays the same. Alright, so now I have my drone plugged on, my piece of radio plugged in, and everything is set at max output power in the radio. And I'm gonna switch to the max output power of the VTX on my quad using this particular 3-position switch that I have already configured in the radio via Betaflight. So let me just push on the throttle to its max position so that this setup doesn't get armed by mistake. It would be a disaster inside my home if it gets armed. So switching to power mode 400 right now. So it's at 400 milliwatts right now. Switching to 800. So right now the VTX of my drone is set at 800 milliwatts of output power. That is, it is emitting 800 milliwatts of output power for the video signals in 5.8 gigahertz and 1000 milliwatts of output power for the radio in 2.4 gigahertz. If this setup doesn't cause any interference, then this particular microphone passes my test and is ideal to be used for FPV shoots and the kind of shoots that I prefer to do in this particular channel. So now I'll be checking the recording and evaluating if this microphone passed the test. After going through the clips that was recorded in my device, I would call that this particular setup of microphone passed the test with flying colors, and that was probably one of the reasons why I saw FPV vegan using this particular setup for his FPV shoots, and there was minimal to no interference at all. And yeah, this particular microphone setup will now be my daily driver for recording audio, and hope you guys will be getting some quality audio out of my videos and not those noisy kind of unwanted clips that you used to get before. But I'll have to find a solution for recording the audio via my GoPro too. This is now sorted for recording clips when I'm using my mobile phone, but for GoPro I'll have to find out some other way to get more cleaner and more practically usable audio in my videos rather than post processing it a lot and then